Hi, my friends. My name is Adrienne Gold, and I'm one of the trip leaders for Momentum, and I'm delighted to welcome you to today's session in your year of growth called The Power of Speech. Did you know that human beings are called in Hebrew Nefesh Chaim, speaking souls? What's unique about us is that we have the power to use words and language to speak not just to others, but also to communicate with ourselves. Those labels, those words that we have that take the amorphous and confusing world and help it be turned into something concrete and understandable. And what's more, not only is that a tremendous gift, but it's also a profound obligation. In Jewish life, we put a lot of credence in what comes out of your mouth as much, or perhaps even more, as what goes into it. And why? Well, that's because we believe the world was created with words, and that every time we open our mouth, that we are capable of building new worlds, worlds of peace and harmony and good feeling, and also we're capable of destroying them through humiliation and embarrassment of our fellow, through harsh words that need not be spoken. In fact, we're even told that we're not meant to speak if we won't be heard. We save our words, we value our words, and we treat them carefully. And we are the only species that is truly able to do that. You know, I once saw this cartoon, I think in the New Yorker, about this man and his dog. And there was those thought bubble looks, right? So they had the man there and he's holding a newspaper and he's screaming at his dog going, "Rover, Rover, I've told you not to pee on the floor in the kitchen and you keep doing it. And Rover, I'm so angry at you and we're not going out for our walk, Rover, and I'm so upset." And above the man's head is the bubble, and it's speaking what he's saying. Now, above the dog's head, it says what the dog heard. And what's coming out of the thought bubble of the animal is this: "Rover, blah, 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 blah. Rover, blah, 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 blah. Rover, 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 blah, 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 blah." It always makes me laugh because while you can teach an animal to respond to its name, while you can teach an animal tricks, while an animal can feel emotions, we've all seen an animal, with its tail literally between its legs in shame because it messed up. We know that the animal isn't capable of expressing the deep nuances of its needs and feelings. It doesn't even have the words to label them for itself, whereas we have the power to communicate the yearnings of our heart, the thoughts of our mind. They move through our lips with those three powerful gates: our tongue, our teeth, and our lips. All gates to prevent us from using those words improperly. As Jewish mothers, we have an obligation to role model the proper use of speech and to teach it to our children so that we might create environments, especially in the home, that are peaceful and respectful. A lot of people say, well, if something's true, I can say it if I want to. But the fact is, this category of speech, which is called in Hebrew Lashon Hara, or evil tongue, evil speech, teaches us that especially if something is true, if it's hurtful, if it's going to cause grief to others, or if you can't say it in such a way that it's received with love from the other, you are not to speak it at all. These are powerful reminders of the power of the tongue, which we all know. Just like the pen is mightier than the sword, the words we say, they're out there and they can never be taken back. So dig in and enjoy what we're about to share with you. We need to learn from you and hear from you and teach each other, because this powerful lesson of the gift of speech is one of the deepest Jewish values of all. Enjoy.